I am Andrew Praber, and I am broker owner of Great Expectations Realty. And normally, by now, I would either be chilling out in the media room, or I'd be at home cooking, or any number of other things. But what am I doing? I'm sitting at my desk, still working. No, I had somebody contact me today, and they had questions, and I have answers, but they are going to take me a moment. Yeah, he sent me a pro forma of another property, and I am like, I can do better. So I gotta put my numbers where my mouth is, basically. So yeah, we do a lot of work with investment properties, and especially, I know you guys have probably heard me talking about it, but there are a lot of properties that are new construction right now, and they're such good prices that investors are even looking at them, and they're right on the border of the numbers they need to make them investment properties to be rental properties. Oh, that actually looks better. Okay, so hold on, I kicked the stand. So I don't ever sit at my desk. I kind of wobble all over the place, and I'm normally sitting with my shoes off and 1 foot underneath me. I don't know why it changes which one or which one, whatever. Anyway, so I'm in my office right now, and if any of you are familiar, here in Central Florida, currently we have a tropical storm named Debbie, or Little Debbie as everybody's calling her. I gotta quit kicking that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so basically not much is going on. It's been a lot of rain. Couple of tree limbs and a couple of trees came down. I'm not sure if that's the water or if it's the wind or a mixture of the two. But anyway, we've got a few trees down in the county. Probably trees that probably should have maybe been taken down, like dead trees and stuff. Yeah, this is the time they fall. So that's going on. But I figured, since I'm going to be over here punching in numbers anyway, I would go ahead and share the fun with you, because who doesn't love to do math at 6:30 at night on a Monday? Me? No, I'm actually really awful with math, but for some reason, investment math or anything having to do with my commissions, I can do that in my head. Go figure. So I am looking at properties for sale, and I want, let's see, I'm going to do a real quick search. I'm going to do residential properties in Marion County. I've got Citrus County as well pulled up, so I'm going to take that off. So Marion County, and I'm going to do, actually let's just leave it for all of Marion County, new construction. And I'm going to do a minimum of 3 to 4 bedrooms and minimum of 2 bathrooms, because who on earth wants 1 bathroom? I don't want to share. Dr. Ketchup, that's a name? Dr. Ketchup? Hello, Dr. Ketchup. And Sam Phoenix, not a good time to invest. Middle East situation is going to bring global crisis. It's a distinct possibility. But people have to live somewhere. So, hey, Flying Lion, how's it going? Just like, it's going. So, we are pulling together numbers. So this person is already going to invest, whether it has anything to do with me or not. The question is not whether they are going to invest. The question is, are they going to like my scenario or the other person's scenario better? And I honestly don't know. If the other person has better numbers, so be it. But I think we will go from there. So we are going to pull up Marion County. I put in new construction, at least 3 or 4 bedrooms, 2 to 5 bathrooms. That's feeling really optimistic. Currently there are 803 matches. It's crazy. No. And I want to invest, but I don't know in what. Okay, well, this might help you. I don't know. All right, so I'm going to take this down to a particular zip code. And now we are down to 223 brand new construction houses. And I took mobile homes out of that scenario. I don't think there's actually any mobile homes allowed in that zip code, but I'm going to take them out. We're just going to do single family residence, which here means not mobile home. All right, so we have 222 matches. I couldn't have made that number up if I tried. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the results and see what we got going on. So least expensive house, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, is $229,900. It's probably going to be like a single car garage. It's super small. Yeah, square footage, 1,040 square feet of living space. I'm not going for that. I was actually looking more for something around 1,800 square feet of living space. So I'm just gonna go ahead and skip over this page pretty much because I think these are just too small. He had on here a little bit less than that, but I mean, you know, get the biggest bang for your buck, you know? All right, so I'm gonna skip over 25 listings right now because I think they're just a little too small. All right, so now we are up to some of them right around 1,600 square feet. That is going to be $279,000, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, double car garage. I think we can do better, but we'll see. Oh, there's a few that are 1,806 square feet, $279,900. I'm going to select those just in case. And the one that is very similar in size, so 1,580, that's $279,900. What is the difference, you ask? Probably the upgrades. Like if you've got like carpet in the living room, that's like a downside here. In Florida, tile or LVP, the luxury vinyl plank, is actually what people prefer. Florida is not big on carpeting. We really don't like it. Maybe in the bedrooms, but that's about it. So yeah. Okay, so I got those. Now I'm going to check one more page over and see if there's anything more falling into the list. But right now I've got 4 houses that are options. I want to stay under 300,000 if at all possible with these. Ooh, I've got one for 1,961 square feet. It's a 3.2 for 285. That actually looks promising. So I'm going to select that one as well. 1,211 square feet. That house better have like, I don't know, gold engravings or something. I don't know. I'm amazed at the great prices here in California. California is crazy, y'all. All of the investors from California invest over here. It is crazy over there. The average home prices are about $1 million. $1 million. I would be homeless. I don't know what they would be doing. I would be like, tents aren't that bad. It's a lot of money. I couldn't even afford rent with that. That's crazy. I mean, probably if I was a real estate broker in California, I would probably make more money, but then they'd expect me to like wear high heels and stuff, and I'm not doing that. So there's only so far I can go. I don't know. Homelessness versus high heels. It's a toss-up. It's a toss-up. My daughter is over here, by the way. She's sitting on my couch in my office. I have a very nice office. It's huge. It has a window and everything. I'm very, 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 very spoiled. But anyway, she's sitting over on my couch in my office and she's just giving me the weirdest looks. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's funny. All right. She didn't even know. She didn't even know. All right. Let's see. What else we got? 1696 living square footage, 284. Okay, maybe. I'll take a second look at that. But anyway, I'm trying to find a... That's why we're moving to Mary Kay. Welcome. We have legitimate prices for houses. I don't know. So these are houses that I'm looking at that I want to make sure that the builder has a good reputation, that it's concrete block instead of frame. Some of these are stuff that the investors are looking at, and some of this is just stuff like, you know, there's some builders that are just maybe not somebody that I would talk about on my channel. So I don't ever talk bad about anybody. I try really hard not to. I think there's enough negativity out there. We don't need to add to it. But at the same time, I'm not going to promote you in any way, shape, or form if I don't believe in your product. So, I mean, take pride in your work, people. But anyway, so yeah, so there are some builders, if you're like, hey, you know, what about this builder? I've never heard you talk about them. And I'll be like, there might be a reason. So yeah, there's a few that I just absolutely won't even sell their houses to people. I can't, because I've seen how they were built and I don't want to. Plus, this is most likely going to go into property management, which means it's not going to be the owner of the house that's going to be dealing with most of the issues. They're going to see this stuff come on the bill, but guess who's going to get phone calls when something is just not functioning right because the builder didn't build it right? The first year, it's got a builder's warranty. All new construction has to have a 1-year builder's warranty, and then like they have like 5 years on the HVAC and 10 years on the roof. Excuse me, that's like the norm. But at the same time, who's gonna get all those phone calls? Yeah, I don't want those. So we want to have a nice house that was well built, so I don't get that many phone calls. That's, yeah, it's all about me. It's all about me. It's okay. You're a classy lady. So say that. I'm just, yeah, just, yeah. Okay, so what else we got? 1961 is pretty good. 1,666 square foot. They should have added one more foot to that. I mean, do you really want a house that's 1,666 square feet? That's what you want to move into? I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. But it is a pretty good size house. Ooh, there's one for 1,747 square feet, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, double car garage for $289. That looks nice. Another thing I want to look for is where it's located, because, you know, there are some areas that people really want because of the location. It might be in a different school district. It might be closer to grocery stores or something like that. So I want to make sure it's one of those that is requested, because if it's not, how am I supposed to rent it out? That makes my job a lot more difficult. And again, it's all about me, right? All right, so here's another one. This one's 1591, so it's a little bit smaller. Here's 1660. And I know it's weird, but I skipped the one that's, should I put the one on there that's 1,666 as far as the square footage? I don't know. I feel weird about that one. I'll add it. I'll take a second look at it, but no promises. My phone number ends in 166. I'd have been asking for another one. I'm not, you know, that's not a good number. That is not a good number. Although I bet everybody remembers it really well, because I know I would, like, really, 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 really well. Anyway, all right. Here's one's 1806 for $289, a 4.2. That's nice. And again, this is living square footage, so once you count the garage, that should add another 400 square feet, give or take, 420, 422, something like that. So these are all going to be over 2,000 square feet under roof, probably closer to like 2,200, which I think is a pretty good size for like a 4.2 or something like that. I mean, get the most you can with your dollars. We got some really good size ones. This one's 2,134 square feet living, so it's probably around 2,500 square feet. That one is 294. That's getting a little close to that budget, but we'll see. Maybe they've got some incentives. I don't know. Here's another one, 2,134. Watch it all be the same builder or some builder I don't really like, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm just keeping under that 300 mark if I can. And then we're doing, hey honey, would you like to be on a YouTube live?
No, but I would like the code.
What code?
It just sent you.
I don't have a code. I cannot give you the code. Oh, here, I can do it on my computer. You're not supposed to give out the code.
Yeah, write it down.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I don't have a code. I'm sorry to tell you this, but there is no code.
Well, send it to your phone.
Yeah, text message. It goes on here too.
Oh.
I don't think that you did send that to me because I do not have a code. Everybody say hi to my husband. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
That's crazy.
You are going to have to wait until I get done. Sorry. Nothing but love for you, but there is no code here. Okay. He's actually a lot more patient than I am. Hi, Hubs. Flying Lion says, hi, Hubs. He's already gone. He's like, what? What are you doing? Okay, no, he's actually really supportive. I was telling Lexi the other day, I don't remember what day, but I was thinking about it and I was like, I always, before him, always chose guys that I was like, I would compete with them. And that is not a healthy relationship. He's never competed. Because we're so polar opposite. The stuff that he's good at, I can't touch with a flying pole. And the stuff that I'm good at, he's just like, has no ambition or to want to touch at all. So, we just, you know, even though we're both realtors, we took very different directional paths with that career. So, you know, he's just, you know, anything with social media or whatever, he is great with, doesn't have any inclination to be on the camera at all. Normally I have to drag him kicking and screaming in. I'll be like, come on, I need somebody. So somebody called him my straight man, which, I mean, that could go on very many directions, but I think it's like somebody that's just kind of off the wall and goofy, than somebody that's more, and now for today's news, you know, so yeah, he's that person. But it's good. The only thing he ever said was when I was just starting to have people come and meet me at the office from the internet, there was this older couple and I had just met them, came in, they were running late, they were only going to be in town for the day, and I was like, let's go, and they're like, all right, jump in the back seat. I got in the back seat with a couple that I did not know. I did not tell him where I was going. We were going to go look at model homes. And he's just like, no. You do not get in the back seat of cars from strangers off the internet. You should have learned this at age 6, Andrea. And I was like, I didn't even think about it because I felt like I knew them, you know? So no, that is not good. So we put some safety protocols in place, which is probably good because we've definitely gotten to meet a lot of really cool people over the years, and I've never had a bad incident. But again, it might be because of the safety protocols that he insisted we put into place, because he did not really, he's like, no, I don't think I want my wife just jumping into the car with random strangers off the internet. Let's just go with no on that one. So it's been a few years and now, you know, but I feel like everybody's my friend. So that's probably not the greatest of ideas sometimes. So far, it has not backfired. But, you know, let's keep it that way. All right. Everybody's like, Andrea, seriously, stranger danger. What are you doing? But, you know, like if we met face to face, if we haven't met already, you come into the office, we'd sit down, we'd have some coffee. I just got my cappuccino machine in here, so I had some cappuccino this morning, which is awesome. So you could have some cappuccino, we could sit, we could chat, we could, you know, talk about Ocala, we could talk about the weather, we could talk about whatever you want. And it just feels like, you know, you're just a friend I haven't met face to face yet. So yeah, that is definitely something that maybe should not happen, but it does. So I don't know. I think it's cool. Plus Ocala, everybody's like so super friendly anyway. All right. I now have 18 houses that I'm going to now take the 222, and now we've got it down to 18. See how fast that was. That was awesome. All right. Mind you, it's a lot easier because they're all new construction. So if it was resale, that would not have gone as quickly. It would most definitely not have gone as quickly. It would have been way different. All right, so we're going to take a look at those. All right, we're going to go ahead and take the map of those 18. Why do I have 222? I just want the checked ones. Why does it never make things simple? Nope. We're going to go back. Okay. I just want those. If you guys saw this mess, you'd be like, what in the world? No, I don't want to do that. Next, 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 next. Okay. Checked. 18. Cool. There we go. Like, what in the world? Yes, those. I just had to select a different view. Okay. So now that we have all of those selected, then we have to look at the map and see if they're anywhere that is actually going to be a good investment property. So that would be helpful right about now. Let's see. Okay. So what do we got? Okay. There we go. All right. I have one of 18. Okay, some of these are way not in the area that I actually selected. That's cute. So we're going to take that off because that makes no sense why that's even on there. Although that one's kind of, somebody put the wrong address there. That is weird. All right, so that one's going off. You guys are like, this is the most boring thing ever. This is what my day is like. Just in trouble. Cute. Don't be afraid of Black people. Okay. Weird. People come on here and say the strangest things. I have no idea. Don't be afraid of Black people. I don't even know what that means. You must not watch my channel. I know. They're saying that because they don't know me. It's okay. It's all right. I forgive you. Move on. Yeah, some of this is way out there. That is, So, yeah, some of it is, it's going to be a bit of a drive. It would probably be a good 20 minutes just to get to a grocery store. So I'm thinking that is not the one. So we're going to take that one off as well, which is really not great because it's $279,000 for a 4.2. But it's out there ways. So we're going to write that one down to remove 2. Oh, it's so cute though. Ugh. Okay, we're taking it off. We're taking it off. We got to limit this down because we've got 18 right now. We got to get down to 1. 2, 2, 8, 2, 2, 6. Okay, so that one's gone. Cool. Check mark off of that. Where'd the other one go? That one's gone. Okay. Nope, it's not. That one looks very boring anyway. Okay, so we're going to take it off that. Some of these are right by the trail, which is really nice. So we have a trail that goes across Florida. You can get on it and just start walking, and you can go from one side of the state to the other, and they have like bathroom breaks and little campgrounds, and you can go horseback riding, or you can go ride your bike through this whole, they have this it's a path, it's a trail that goes all the way across. It's like a swath through the state. Originally it was supposed to be a canal, cross Florida canal, but they just kind of stopped building it. So there is a canal up to about not quite halfway through the state. It's still there. But anyway, so that land is actually, you know, public land. So they are doing this cross Florida greenway basically. So some of the houses are right off that greenway, which is really, really cool. So plus in that particular area, it is Westport High School, and Westport High School is where my kids go to school or went to school, depending on which kid. And no, it's a really, really, really good school. So very cool. That would obviously be an excellent one. What else? Some of these are way down in the depths. They're like, it would literally be 20 minutes to get to even a gas station. There's nothing down there, like literally 20 minutes just to get to a gas station. So yeah. No motorcycles on it, which I know that would be so much fun. You can go and do motorcycle riding and dirt biking, ATV and stuff like that over in the forest, which meets up across the Cross Florida Greenway. But the Ocala National Forest is like thousands of square miles, not even hundreds, but like thousands. And they have all sorts of trails in there that you can actually go ATV riding and dirt bike riding and all of that stuff. So yeah, over there. So there is a huge portion for that. In fact, the ATV, you can go on ATV tours. Just look up ATV tours, Ocala National Forest. And you'll see there, like you can select a 2 hour, a 4 hour, a 6 hour. I mean, you can literally just go for like 6 hours and it's just crazy. So yeah, mine is a little Honda monkey. Yeah, they still won't let you go on the Cross Florida Greenway. No motorized vehicles on that one. But you can go out in the Ocala National Forest, no problem. And there's a whole bunch of roads out there that there are very few people on. So if it's a roadworthy bike, then yeah, just go to the Ocala National Forest. You can just go. They've actually got some really nice roads in the forest. They've got some that are not so nice, but they've got some that are like so smooth and just go for miles and no traffic at all, no lights, no people. So it's a possibility. All right, I'm taking this one off as well. It's so hard because it's so cute, but no, we're taking it off because it is way out there. We don't want to go too far out. I think that kills this one off as well. We've got to limit this down. It's just too much. It's too much. All right. I got it down to 13. I mean, you would think it would be fairly easy. Probably a 2,000 total square foot house or thereabouts. 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom or more, double car garage, 1/4 acre up to a 1/2 acre for anywhere from $250 to $300. You're like, oh, that's not, no, I still have 13. All right, so we're gonna take another look at these 13 results and see if maybe the builders or something like that is maybe something else I can kind of, I don't know, come down on or something. So let's take a look. Show selected, and now we're going back into results. All right, we're 1 of 13. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, it's a 4 bedroom, 2 bath, double car garage, stainless steel appliances, granite countertops in the kitchen and the bathrooms, tile flooring spanning the entire home. That's huge. That actually all looks pretty good. Who is the builder? Sky Building and Investments. Okay. Don't know that much about them, so nothing good, nothing bad, just don't know. Okay, now this one is smaller. It's 1,580 square feet of living space, which means 2,018 square foot under roof. Is a little bit smaller than what I was wanting, but we'll carry on. Next, okay, this one is Holiday Builders, and I know full well they put carpet in their living areas, which always, but at the same time, it's 1,806 square feet, 2224 under roof. This one is also not finished yet, which means it's not going to be built until the end of October. And this person was hoping to have a tenant like next month. So I will probably use that as a reason to go ahead and nix that one, plus the carpet thing. And I don't think they do stainless steel appliances, but they do not do granite. They normally do the Formica cabinets, or countertops, not cabinets, countertops. I know what I'm talking about, I promise. All right, moving on to number 3 of 13. This one, also Holiday Builders. So that was easy enough. We're going to nix that one. All right, this one from Red Design. This one is 1,696 square foot under roof, 2,183 square foot. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, double car garage on, it looks like a little bit over a 1/4 acre. 0.29, so just under 1/3 of an acre, so pretty good sized yard. This one is planning to be done mid-September, so not too bad, not too bad. Granite countertops, kitchen and bathrooms, stainless steel appliances, including microwave. Ceiling fans, blinds, and mailbox are included. Now that is a big thing. I know mailboxes are only like $40, but then you have to pay for installation, so that's at least a little bit of a savings. Normally new construction, unless it's like in a community where you have community mailboxes, which are annoying too. If it's in a community, they'll have that. But if it is just a spec home, like what I'm looking at, where it's not, there's no HOA, there's no CDD, there's nothing like that, you have to pay for your own mailbox. So yeah, that's like one of the only things you pay for the first year though, because there's no maintenance, because it's got builder warranty. And heads up, when you have a builder's warranty, this was actually a builder told me this the other day. I was cracking up. So he's like, okay, yes, of course you have the builder's warranty for a year. He's like, what I recommend is, of course, if anything breaks, let them know, get it taken care of, whatever. He's like, but on month 11, pay a home inspector to come in and do a full home inspection. He's like, and then turn the results into the builder, and they have to take care of those. I was like, that's clever. That is clever. I'm sending out an email to all of my new home construction people that they have to do that. That's awesome. So yeah, community mailer. I agree. I like having my own mailbox in front of my house. I don't know. I always thought that I would have like this really, I always painted my mailbox and stuff, and now it's not. It's really boring. But I should paint it. I tried to put our last name on the mailbox, and my husband freaked out. He was just like, everybody's gonna know your name. I was like, anybody that looks at our mailbox is gonna know our name too. And he's like, yeah, but you can't put your name on the outside of your mailbox. And I'm like, really? They do that in the 55 plus. He's like, that's gated, that's different. And I'm like, is it really? But yeah, I don't know. He won, so I took the name off the mailbox. That was like 6 years ago. All right, I'm gonna keep this one because I think it looks super cute. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next one. We're narrowing it down, but not by much. Andre sells. Hey, Andre, how's it going? All right, then we are going to go to, I agree with your hubby. Y'all are all just trying to keep safe. And I'm just like, hello, I'm here. It's okay. All right, this one has been on the market for all of 5 days. It is very similar to the last one. It's the same builder, same stuff. Actually, it's going to be completed on September 10th, so a little bit sooner. And they have more houses coming up. So I think I'm going to leave this one. I think this is actually a pretty good example. This one is 1,696 under roof, 2,183 total square footage. It's going up for $284,899. And it is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, double car garage, 1/4 acre lot. It's a little bit less than a 1/4 acre on this one. So I'm thinking the other one was actually the better deal. And it includes the mailbox. You probably don't get a flowery one or anything like that, which I guess you can just paint, but it'll probably be a boring black one, but that's okay. Let's see. Yeah, nothing on here that's like jumping out at me is like nothing. I mean, it's not like there's any dirt roads or anything like that. Sometimes they'll have new construction on a dirt road and you're like, great, because I love cleaning my car every day. That sounds fun. Yeah. No, it's not fun. All right. So I think the other one, just because it was on, let me see, I think it was on 1/3 of an acre or just shy of 1/3 of an acre, but it was the exact same style house, makes the other one just a little bit better. All right. Moving on. We got it down. We got it down to 11. It's gonna take a while. Okay, now this one's a 3-2, but it's super cute. This one looks like an LGI. Nope, not. Mev Bestie LLC. I don't know. It looks like they bought an LGI maybe in there recently. I'm not sure, but it looks like an LGI house. LGI is a builder around here, so lots of dirt roads and homes in Denellen. There are a lot. Yes, absolutely. I mean, there are, you can even go in, man, I'm just not going to quit kicking that thing. You can go in even downtown Ocala. There's still some dirt roads because they're like, oh, it's a private road. Nobody wants to claim it. Let's just pave that thing. It looks awful. You lose your car in the potholes. Come on. No, if it is a private road, they need to go and give it to the city or the county because they are not maintaining it. I don't know. Like, I don't know if they just like want to save some money or what, but that needs to be gifted to somebody else so they can deal with that problem. Let's see. This one, I don't know. It's a 3-2. 1,000. Oh, that's clever. That's clever. So they put the heating and air square footage of 1,961 as also the total square footage. So that means that the living square footage is not 1,961. It is probably closer to 1,600. So we're just going to go ahead and say thank you for playing, and we're going to skip that one. Okay, this one, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, double car garage. This one is $289,790. It is a brand new 1,660 square foot home. Notice this is not the one that's 1,666. No, I didn't pick that one. Let's see. But it does have tile flooring throughout. And it is a 4-2. Granite countertops. Okay, I mean, why not? Who is the owner? Not the owner, but the builder. They didn't list the builder. That's kind of weird. All right. Just for the weird factor, I'm going to go ahead and, well, I don't know, because they've got 35 pictures up and it looks kind of cute. A little boxy, but the kitchen's adorable. Oh my goodness, the kitchen's adorable. Like, seriously. That's hard. Oh, it's got a walk-in pantry. Oh, dear. Okay, y'all got to see this. You're just going to have to come look. Hold on. We're just going to do this. Oof. Okay, you're looking at, I don't know. Can you even see that? Sort of. Okay. But yeah. At the outside is kind of boring, but look at the walk-in pantry. That's a huge kitchen pantry. Isn't that kitchen cute? It's cute, right? Look at that. That's pretty. It's very, very gray, but I mean, look at that. That is adorable. Yeah, I'm thinking that one makes the list. I think that is a great one. Maybe a little bit bigger kitchen. That would have been nice. But, I mean, this is cute, right? I'm probably going way too fast. Okay, yeah. It's 35 pictures of duplicates. Okay, we're going to put that back over here. Ah, I thought it was cute too. Okay, you know what? 1660 square foot living. Somebody did not know how to fill this out either. So, man, that's cute. Okay, I'm gonna have to leave it on there. I gotta leave it on there. I'm not gonna say that's a fun. This one has a 3-car garage. It's only been on the market for 7 days. $294,990 though for 4-bedroom, 2-bath, but it's 1,806 square feet of living space in total. Under air is 2,417. This is nice. Wow. This is Holiday Builders. Oh no, does that mean it's got? Yeah, see, they never do pictures. They never do pictures. So it's not going to be available till November. Oh, that's not good. Okay, well, that one's not going to make this, but maybe I'll sell it in November. I don't know. Moving on. We're going to have to leave that one alone. I'm sorry, Holiday, they're not quite ready yet, and y'all put, oh. This one is called the Majestic with Holiday Builders, and it's 2,134 square feet of living space. Total under air 2,572. This is a big size house. It's 4-bedroom, 2-bath, double-car garage. Stainless steel. Yes, we know stainless steel. But did you put Formica in here? Yeah, I don't see anywhere where it says granite. I'm thinking they put Formica. That sucks. And then that means that and carpet. Yeah, okay. Well, it was a nice try. Thanks for playing. We're going to skip over that one. That's a big house. That's a lot of house. There's another one, so we're going to skip that one. Same thing. They have the same one over and over again. So, which, that's kind of common for builders. Okay. This one, it has a lanai, which is nice. 1,936 square feet of living space, a really good size. 2,721 under roof, because that's going to have the garage and the lanai, of course. It's only a 3-2. That's not as good. That's a lot of house for a 3-2. Concrete block, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, double-car garage, beautiful cabinets. Well, I would hope so, because you put it in. Granite countertops, good. It just says appliances. It doesn't say stainless steel, but that's all right. It's got 24 pictures. The outside is painted a very dull brown. And the inside also has a brown, dark brown cabinets. And somebody took cell phone pictures for a $300,000 house. For all of my fellow realtors out there, please don't do that. Don't do that. If you're going to sell a $300,000 house, get a professional photographer. The house is never going to look as good as that right there. So just do it. And they've got carpet in the living room. All right, so we're going to have to, maybe not on this one. This is an awesome house, but I'm thinking it's going to be a little rough to do that one as an investment. Okay, and this one, oh, no, I don't do that builder. Okay, we're going to skip that one. I didn't even know they're building in that subdivision. That's in that zip code. That's cool. Okay, so we are down to 4. We're down to 4. I have to pick one to do a pro forma on. So we shall see. All right. Oh my God. Show selected. We've got 4. We went from 222 to 4. We are doing well. All right. Hey, sorry I'm late tonight. You can be late. It's YouTube. It's all good. It's all good. You still caught us. We're all here. We're hanging out. We are house shopping together tonight. I have to find a good example. None of these are my listings. These are brand new construction houses. And so I am shopping. I am a personal shopper. No, I am shopping for investors. And I'm trying to select a few examples, preferably just one example, and then run the numbers for them and send them over a very, very detailed, in-depth report of what they can expect as far as their return on investment, year 1, year 30, depending on if they are doing cash versus if they're doing financing versus if they're doing an ARM versus they're doing a fixed rate, which I always recommend a fixed rate, especially right now. Right now, an ARM sounds very, 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 very risky. So I would not recommend that because who knows what's going to happen come November. So maybe the best option would be to go ahead and lock yourself in because you're locked into that rate. And that means you can lock the bank into that rate. And then whatever happens with the economy or whatever else is going on, you can then decide if it goes down to go ahead and take advantage of it or just go ahead and stay. And it's kind of nice. So I would say fixed rate is much, much less risk, but I still have to provide the information because I do not get to make decisions for other people and what they do. I just provide all the information possible and why something is a good or a not so good idea, and then it is up to them to decide from there. But I lay all the cards on the table and I say, this is what we're looking at. This is the amount of risk we have over here. So this is probably not a good idea, but I can't hide information either. So I have to tell them, yes, if you do an ARM, it'll be this. Don't do it. Don't do an ARM. Don't do an ARM. All right. All right. So we have a 4-2. My front door is beeping of the office. It's beeping. All right. We have a 4-2. All of these have granite countertops. All of these have stainless steel appliances. All of these are, you know, builders with good reputation. They're in areas that are sought after as far as the schools, the shopping, location wise, it's doing great. So which one? I could probably do one on all 4, honestly, but I would really like to go home at some point tonight. So this one, I mean, this looks, hold on, let me see if I can get the most square footage for the best price. 289, 284, 289 I think is actually going to win. No, actually it's not. 284. All right, so the winner is for this. Wait, hold on, let me look at the front. It's got 60 pictures. That's how it's done, okay? And they were professionally taken. And this is a corner lot too, which is nice. All right, this is, oh, okay. Tile in the living areas, which is an awesome idea. It is white on white on white, which is, maybe they should have painted the walls, but okay, not my house, not my choice. It is a lot of white. It is painfully a lot of white. Seriously, y'all. Hold on. Bear with me. That took no imagination whatsoever. Like, seriously. Somebody was like scared to pick a paint color or something. I would have to paint before I moved in. Like, ooh, that's got a walk-in pantry too, though. Okay. That's fancy. But I don't like the white on white on white. Look at that. That is so boring. That is so boring. Okay. But it is very easily painted over because white, I mean, all right, somebody really needed to add a little bit of color. Realtor Grayish is a nice color. It's kind of a taupe sort of, but yeah, white on white on white on. That's painful. That's like really painful. Okay, when stainless steel is the most colorful item in the entire house, that's not great, but that's okay. This is easily rectified. There is not a lick of paint anywhere in this. Okay, but you know what? For a sample, can't do any better than this. That is so funny. All right. I mean, it's got some nice fixtures and stuff, but wow. All right, so that's the winner. All right, it is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, double car garage for $284,899. It is 1,696 square feet of living space, and total area under roof is 2,183 square foot. Y'all leaving me?
Yes.
Oh, and this is one of the builders that they're including mailboxes now on some of these.
What do you mean?
New construction.
They're adding a mailbox?
Yeah, the builder is like, and we will even put in a mailbox.
How about a ceiling fan?
He has a ceiling fan too.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, is that a builder?
Yeah, but they've got white walls, white countertops, white cabinets. The most color in the entire house is the stainless steel appliances. He just nods. He doesn't care. It's okay.
No, that's the thing.
That's not a thing. Who would want to? God, it's got to be like so painful to walk in and just be like, it's the surface of the sun staring back at me. It's probably very bright when you walk in.
They can paint.
They can paint. They can paint. I would say if I sell it, I will throw in a can of paint. All right. So this one, you leaving me?
Yeah.
I love you. I'll be at home in a bit. Okay, once I'm done playing. Okay, so this one is the winner. This one, in case you guys want to look it up so we can play along, is 2804. And the builder, I apologize in advance if you are watching this ever. The winner that we are going to be using as a sample over for the performer for the investors is 2804 Southwest 161 Loop in Ocala, Florida, 34473. Okay, so we're going to take that information. You thought you were done. No. So we're going to take that information from this 422, and we are going to go into our handy dandy little calculator thing, because as much as I can do math, this is like advanced stuff and I don't want to. I used to, you know, one of the best calculators I had for investments was actually from the United States Army. They got together and they noticed that a lot of the young servicemen were maybe not investing in their future. They were just getting through boot camp, and day after day, they were living day after day, and they were throwing their money away. And so they were encouraging them to invest into their future and invest in whatever. If they wanted to invest in real estate, great, here's some calculations you can do. And they had like all these tools. Well, I came across one of these Excel spreadsheets. This was years ago. Okay, years ago. And I came across one of these spreadsheets, and I'm like, this is actually really good. This is like really, really good. Because it went through all the contingencies and everything. And I was like, So I actually was using it for quite a while. I'd say probably about 4 or 5 years I was using it. It was pretty good. But now I've got an upgrade and I pay for a service, and it has these really, really pretty calculations, and it has graphs and charts and gets into all the stuff. So if you would like one of my very pretty reports, let me know and I will go ahead and email it over to you, because it is very nice. They are very, very, very nice. It has my logo on it and everything. It's just very pretty. But we are going to go over, and first thing it wants to know is, where is it? What is it? And away we go. And it gives the analysis and the purchase price. Well, most likely, since it's only been on the market for 5 days, I'm thinking it's probably going to be the list price. But the list price, again, is not bad. $284,899. I don't think that's that bad. I don't know. I don't know real estate in other areas. I only know mine, and I really don't think that's that bad. 284, did I say 990? 899. 284, 899. Okay. And closing costs. Well, closing costs depend on if you're going to do cash or if you're going to do a loan. Normally, if you're going to do a loan, I would say closing costs will be right around, depends on what kind of loan, but normally I put like anywhere between 4 to 6%. So I'm going to go ahead and put 5% on this just to be on the safe side. Or I don't know. I like to be conservative because it's better to tell them, you know, oh, you're only going to make X. And then when you exceed their expectations, and it's like, wow, that's amazing. She said this and I actually got that, and that's awesome. Whereas if you overpromise and underdeliver, bad things happen to your reputation. So I would rather just be a little more cautious, especially when you're dealing with other people's money and their investments and their retirement and their future. You don't want to mess around with that. Okay, so we are going to put in 5% for the closing cost. Did I get that right? Yeah. Okay. And are we rehabbing the property? No, it is Butamus. All right, so we are going to go ahead and is this a cash purchase or not? I'm going to go ahead and say not. I'm going to go ahead and put for the percentage down, I'm going to say 10% because it's an investment. So normally they want a pretty healthy investment. And no, 20% is not a thing anymore. They don't normally do 20%. You can. Definitely, there are people that will put, you know, they'll get a whole bunch of equity out of their house and they'll be like, I would like to put $100,000 down on this $300,000 house. And I'm like, you do you, boo. I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, go for it. Whatever you want to do. Interest rate, I'm going to say it's probably going to be about 8%, maybe 9%. On an investment, or again, it really just depends on what they're going to be doing with this. But for investors, normally for, yeah, hard money loans, yeah, they're going to be. I'm not doing any points charged. So loan term, I'm going to go ahead and do 30 years. So it's going to do all the algorithms for all of that. You guys. All right, now what am I going to rent it for? For that particular house, it's probably going to go, I'm going to say right around $2,100, give or take, maybe more, maybe less, probably. I'm going to be conservative. I'm going to see 2,000 because because the first year especially will get more just because it's a brand new construction home. Everybody wants to live in a brand new construction home. Nobody's ever walked on the carpet before. That's awesome. Once it's been a rental for a while, especially if there's carpeting, then you're not going to get as much for rent. But I'm thinking we can definitely get, for sure, we can get 2,000. So I'm going to put that, leave that in there. But I'm pretty sure we can get a little bit more than that actually. Okay, property taxes, that's a little bit harder. Property taxes on new construction are a little bit higher, but you can't actually tell what they are because it's not on there yet. It's still just charging for the land. In fact, the earlier you buy it in the year, the better off you're being because that means you're only going to have like a property tax bill of like $300 for that first year. So, I mean, nice, but you're going to get charged the next year. And this one also is not owner occupied. It's going to be investment, which we have a different tax rate for that. So if you are investing in a home and you're going to be renting it out, you get no discounts, none. So none that I'm aware of anyway. You can check with the property appraiser office. I don't work there. There's my disclosure for the evening. So if you were to go ahead and do this, I would say, I'm going to say between 3,000 and 3,500 based on the square footage. I'm going to, let's do 3,250, just split it in the middle. Annual taxes, which is, I know it's kind of high, but you know, for some of you, especially in California, you guys are probably like, that's not high, but for here, yeah, that's high. So yeah, we're going to say 3,250 as a guess. It's a total guess. I tell people that I don't know what your property taxes are going to be next year. It depends on the property appraiser and the tax assessor. I don't know. But I do know houses that have already sold last year and what they're being taxed this year. So using that as an idea. Now, if this was homestead, if this was somebody that was actually using it owner occupied, it would probably be about $1,000 less than that, give or take a couple hundred. So it's a pretty sizable discount. I'd probably say about a third if you are owner occupied. So if you are a Florida resident, that is the address on your driver's license. That's very important. And you get a utility bill there. That is now your owner occupied. That is your home. So even if you were like 6 months here and 6 months somewhere else, make sure and claim your Florida home as your main home. Because if you're 6 months here, 6 months somewhere else, it doesn't really matter which one's home, right? Except for in Florida, it does matter. It matters a lot. As far as insurance, insurance is actually where you win out on this, because on new construction and concrete block, which is what this is, you're actually going to have a less insurance cost than frame homes and resale. So that's kind of nice. I'm going to, again, it's going to be a guess because I don't do insurance, but I do know what other people pay for insurance, what I pay for insurance, and when all of that goes, I'm going to go ahead and go maybe $1,500 per year. So yeah, so $1,500, because again, this isn't owner occupied, so you're not doing the contents. That's the tenant's responsibility. You're just doing, you know, catastrophic damage and, you know, that kind of thing. If somebody without insurance drives into the car or into the house or something, I don't know. Strange things happen. So I have actually had people drive into a house, but it was the tenants themselves, and it happened twice. Not once, twice. But their car insurance paid for it both times. So I don't know why this kind of stuff happens, but it does happen. But again, I have managed hundreds of houses. Right now, at this moment, we're managing close to 250 houses. So strange things happen. I've been doing it, I think 17 years now. So hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of properties over the last nearly couple decades. Then yeah, there's going to be weird. I've seen things. Okay. I've seen some stuff. I feel like, you know, that guy on, I think it's also, I don't know. He walks around and he's like, we've seen a few things, you know, and he has like these weird, random, crazy situations. It's like an insurance commercial. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. So when people ask me about property management stuff, and I'm like, here's what you're going to want to do, because that is a scenario that could happen. I've seen it happen before. So, and my attorney, my property management attorney, he's like way worse than me. Because he does only property manager, like their leases and all of that stuff. So he has seen some crazy stuff. So he's like, yeah, no, you're, and his leases keep getting bigger. I'm like, what? Why do we need a 30-page lease? Really? We need a 30-page lease? That's not even getting into any of the other stuff. And he's just like, you have no idea what I saw this year. Like, okay. He's funny. He really is. He's cracks me up. All right. First year, there's not going to be any repairs or maintenance because it's all covered. It's all covered. You even get the mailbox on this one. So yay. Vacancy. If we sell the house, we actually don't charge the owner for leasing it out to the first tenant. So, and we try to, because we're part of the sale, we actually know when it's closing and stuff. So we try and market it and get a tenant already approved and everything, so that on the day of closing, they're moving in. So it's a happy day. Closing day is a happy day for everybody. The owner, because they closed on an investment property, the tenant, because they get to move into this brand new, very, very white house, apparently. And us, because we got to facilitate the whole big mess. So yeah, but we really try not to have vacancy if at all possible. Normally people put in like a 4% vacancy. We don't really have vacancy much. So unless there's, you know, an issue or something crazy, we don't. I'm going to go ahead and do a 2%. So we at least have that in there. Again, repairs and maintenance. I'm not going to put anything in there, but I will put something in. So you do like a sinking fund. So I'm going to put, you know, stuff in there, because you're not going to have to replace the roof. You're not going to have to replace the HVAC. You're not going to have to, like, that's years and years down the line. But you want to start saving from that right from the beginning, so that you have it when you need it. And it's not this big hairy deal. So that one, we are going to go ahead and put, I'm going to say we're going to go ahead and put 4% on that. That's $80 a month. That seems high on that. Let me do We're gonna do 2. So like $40 a month. Over the next 10 years, you're probably gonna have enough for your roof or your HVAC or your whatevers. So little maintenance and repairs that come along, you got that covered. You should be fine. All right. Then management fees. This one's doing multiple properties, so they actually get a bit of a discount. That's lovely. As far as any of the utilities, HOA fees, there's nothing like that. Okay, finish analysis. It's so pretty. There's all these pretty colors. And that is not right. I gotta edit it. Apparently, I've got $2,000, I don't know, something. I apparently put the insurance in as a monthly fee instead of annual. So it's gonna charge them like $2,000 a month. That's not right. That's not right. We need to edit this. Go through. Closing costs, got that. That's, nope, okay, that's good. Monthly income, okay. Expenses. Yep. There we go. There we go. That's better. Okay. Okay. Update analysis. That's much better. Okay. Oh, he would look, according to this, he's going to look a lot better if he buys down points. Because that interest rate is a killer. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to have to encourage him to buy down points if he's going to do this. Because running the numbers, it don't look so great. So I'm going to play around with it a little bit more and come up with some different options for him. But I'm thinking doing a hard money loan like this, maybe not the best option for him. This would be awesome if he was doing cash. But who wants to do that much cash? I don't know. Anyway, so I had fun with this. I'm going to play around with the numbers a little bit more, but that takes a little bit more concentration than I have right this second. So, and then I'm supposed to be teaching a class. I'm actually auditioning for it this month at the Florida Realtors, but I'm actually teaching a class on investing. I'm auditioning to teach it. So with them, you have to go in and you take a subject or a class or whatever that you want to teach, and you have to go in and audition before judges, and they have to score you based on how knowledgeable you are, how well you work with like the projector and the clicker and the PowerPoint, which I'm terrible at PowerPoint because I don't ever use it. But I've gotten good enough to get through the auditions now. And you can only do 2 auditions every 6 months. So that's kind of sucks because I can very happily do 4 or 5 auditions in a day. They're fun. They're only like 30 minutes long, so it's not bad. But some of the stuff, they're like, oh, she's really knowledgeable, blah, blah, blah. And then somebody will be like, I really liked her shoes. And I'm like, and then somebody marked me down because they actually provided a table for us so that we could put our belongings over to the side. And I put my purse up on that table and he marked me down. I don't know, it was a he or a she, but that person marked me down because my purse was on the table. And I was like, but the person, whoever it was, said that I should have put my purse down so it wasn't a distraction. And I'm like, but that was the table for our belongings and our purses and our like water bottles and stuff. So I was a little confused by that one, but I don't care. I still passed, so whatever. But they're hardcore. And then I had the funniest one I did, I think, was the, you know how the whole National Association of Realtors, you probably don't know, I don't know. But if you've been watching, the National Association of Realtors and the DOJ, the Department of Justice, went head to head. The Department of Justice is just really not wanting there to be any kind of compensation from the seller's agent to the buyer's agent. Buyers should pay for their representation, seller should pay for theirs, and never the two shall meet. So that was kind of interesting. They wanted that to happen. And then there was class action suits, and there's just all this stuff. Well, we've always done it that way. We've always done a buyer broker agreement, a contract with the buyer, very specifically saying, here's what you can expect from me, here's what I expect from you, and then everybody's on the same page, literally. And then, you know, we do the same thing with a listing. We go to the seller and we're like, okay, here's what you can expect from me, here's what I can expect from you. You know, try and make sure that, you know, scheduling showings is going to be easy. Like, you are going to have the house available, right? Make sure that it's clean. You know, please don't leave, you know, dog stuff right there, you know, like whatever, you know, just like, let's cooperate and get this whole household. So anyway, so we've always done it that way. But a lot of real estate companies don't. They don't believe that there's any reason to have a conversation with the buyer or to have that consultation or anything. They're just kind of like, what kind of house you want, and then just jump right into it. And it's like, but there's a lot more to it. Like, when do they want to move? How are they going to, like, you know, are you going to be paying cash, or do you want me to hook you up with a lender? Like, what? Well, there's so many questions. You really have to take a little bit of time and figure it all out and get the story and, you know, have a consultation, have a conversation. So yeah, we've always done it that way. And it also allowed us, because we had it clearly written, like, if the seller pays our commission, great, awesome. If the buyer pays it, great, awesome. We don't care. Like, as long as we get paid, we don't care who does it. But because we don't really care if it's going to come from the buyer or the seller, and we have that open conversation about that in advance, we're able to go and look at for sale by owners. We're able to look at off-market things. Like, we are literally shopping for the buyer. We don't just, you know, do a search on MLS. We go to builders that we know are building in the area that build good products, but they're already, you know, sold out on what's on MLS. When we know their number, we're going to call them up and go, hey, they're looking for something just exactly like what you normally have available. What's your next house going to come up? Oh, you know, so we sell a lot of stuff that's not on MLS, which is great because it works great for our customers. But a lot of people don't do it that way. They've never even considered doing it that way. They've done it as status quo. So anyway, so they had this class come up about the buyer broker agreement and having a buyer consultation. It was foreign to a lot of people. So I auditioned to teach that class because I'm like, yeah, it's a pretty simple process. I mean, to me, it's just like, of course, this is how you do it. So I go to audition, and it was mayhem. It was absolute mayhem, because the people that the judges that are supposed to be judging me, I think there was like 9 of them, and normally there's only like 4, but there was like 9 of them. And they started asking me questions as if they were actually students. And I was just like, no, that's not what this is. This is you judging. Like, this, I'm not actually teaching the class. But they were like, because it was a really hot topics. They were like, so I'm like, I'm staying away from the hot topics from now on, because that was really crazy. It was fun. It was a lot of fun, but it wasn't like the normal audition where I'm like, you know I'm getting judged from my head to my toes, and everything in between. It was more really open conversations and a lot of questions and stuff. So it was kind of interesting. I thought it was interesting. So, but yeah, I passed that one. I've not actually failed an audition yet. I know someday it's going to happen, but so far I have not. And so far in my classes I've gotten, that I've taught, you know, all over Florida or whatever, when I do public speaking in these instructional classes, I normally score between 95 and 100% on the surveys, which is really, really, really awesome that they... All right, I'm having my first national. I'm going to Texas in October, and I will be speaking at the National Association of Residential Property Managers, and yeah, so that'll be my first national one. I'm very excited about that. So very cool stuff. I'm only gonna be gone for like 2 days, but still. And I'm also super excited because it is in Texas, and Texas has the amazing Tex-Mex food that I very, very much missed. I have not been back there since I was 13. I was raised in Texas from 2 months old. So I wasn't born there, but 2 months old to 13 years old. I was raised in Texas, right in the heart of Texas. So I'm going back, and I looked it up already, and the Mexican restaurant, the Tex-Mex Mexican restaurant that I used to go to with my family is still open. They still use the same color plates. I mean, so I already told my husband every night we're having Tex-Mex. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it. If you don't want to eat it, that's fine. That is fine. I will eat it myself. I don't care. It's pretty cheap in Texas to get Tex-Mex. So I'm so excited. But that's not until October. So yeah, we don't really have that great of Mexican food in Ocala. In Florida, I should say. It's not spicy. It's not spicy. It is very much not. So yeah, that's a thing. We just tried a new Mexican restaurant that just opened up, and it's walking distance from my office. And it was okay. It did have spice. It did have some spice to it. That was good. But I don't know. I guess I just didn't order the right thing, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm going to give them another chance because, again, it's walking distance. And, you know, chips and salsa, worst case. And the chips and salsa are pretty good. So I'll try it again. I'm going to try again. But what I ordered was... it was okay, but it wasn't like, oh my goodness, I have to go there. So there is a Mexican restaurant that's like that. That's really, really good. La Hacienda. Very, very good. But it's a good 10-minute drive from here, and that one's like walking distance. So La Hacienda just needs to move over here to walking distance to my office. That would be awesome. I don't think that's ever going to happen. Actually, I know that's never going to happen, but it would be cool. All right, well, I have been on here way too long. Y'all are just like, what is this girl doing? You got put into a math class that you did not expect, but I did need to find that information out. So I got to figure out some loan opportunities for that one in order to make the numbers work. Because I think the house price is fine, but I don't know. The pro forma cap, it's 5.83. That is just... No, I can do better. I can do better. So I'm going to have to reach out. I got to use one of my lifelines and phone a friend and see what they've got as far as loan opportunities and options for this person. So I can get them the biggest bang for their buck, because I think the house is definitely worth it. The area is like on fire right now. Not literally, to everybody in California. Sorry, bad joke. Oh, and you guys are probably wondering about the, what is it? Tropical storm? Yeah, the tropical storm. So we are going to really briefly, I have to put my shoes back on. We have to really briefly go and check out and make sure Ocala is still here. So hold on one second. Don't go anywhere. I'm coming over here. Okay, we are going on a field trip. Yay. Okay. Ooh, he turned off all the lights. Okay. We're going to go out the back door. And we are going to go hang out in a tropical storm in Ocala. It rained. That's a tropical storm in Ocala. No, there was a couple of tree limbs that fell and a couple of trees. But I mean, considering the county is like 1,600 square miles, just a little under that. Yeah. So yeah, this is, see, look, tree debris. So like the dead wood, oh my goodness, look at that. It's just dead. So that's the kind of nonsense that falls out of the trees. All the Spanish moss. So, I mean, you can definitely tell we had some wind. There's like leaves and stuff. But like, look at that tree. That they should have just taken that down ahead of time. So, yeah, this is Ocala, tropical storm, hurricane, whatever. You got some leaves. That's what you got. You got leaves. So, yeah, that's Highway 200 right over there. So that's the Red Lobster down at the end of the block, in case you were wondering where my office is. But look, there's some more sphagnum moss, because that's not actually attached to the tree. That's just kind of hanging out. So that is, I think that's a dead tree anyway. Excuse me. But, so yeah, this is all the dead stuff falls from the tree. It's hanging out too long and comes down. So yeah, that's it. That is our excessive damage from hurricane or tropical storm. I don't know what she was. Little Debbie. That was it. We got little dead tree branches. See, it's already dead. It just falls out of the tree with really high wind. But at the same time, if it's a big enough dead tree, that's gonna do some damage when it comes down. So you notice, everybody knows, nobody is parking under a tree. Even that one, see, there's like an empty spot. We all know, we know. Nobody back there is parking underneath the trees, because that's where all the debris comes down. So normally the spots under the trees, because it is hot as Hades out here, everybody's parking under the trees. That's like the sought after spots, except for in tropical storm or hurricanes. Then you stay away from the trees, because that's not good. That's when all the debris comes down. So they gotta come and have their leaf blower out here and clean this up once it stops raining. But yeah, see, they don't want nowhere. There's like, even the palms, there's at least one spot. Oh wait, nobody wants to be underneath any of the trees right now. Like, nope, just in case, because you don't want that crap falling on your car. I don't know. It's our Spanish moss, sphagnum moss, whatever you want to call it. That's our own, that's our leaves. We don't really have like fall where leaves come down much. So that's our leaves. So yeah, all right, well, that was it. That was our, I don't know. It's still raining. It's basically like they're making fun on Facebook right now. When we have a hurricane in Ocala, it's basically rain with a name. That's what they're calling it. It's rain with a name. Cloudy. We don't normally have cloudy days, but today was cloudy and rainy. It was like really rainy. It's kind of gross. So, all right, well, that's it. I am going back in here and I'm going to lock up, go home, and probably feed my husband and my kid. She needs to eat too. And they've pretty much already closed up the office. So all I got to do is grab my stuff and get out of here. So y'all have a great night and enjoy your hopefully not rainy evening. And I will see you next time. Okay, bye.